What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm your host T. Welcome to the Adventures of TNT. Now we are back to doing another Megadeth reaction. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing a couple of Megadeth reactions because this is a sponsored video by our patron Trey, which he has requested Tears in a Vial, Countdown to Extinction, and Mastermind. Now these are three songs that I have not heard off of. I believe these are three different albums: Countdown to Extinction, The System Has Failed, and Cryptic Writings. Yes, so I've heard other songs from those albums, but I haven't heard anything, I haven't heard these songs yet. Now, since we are going to be doing kind of like a jam session, I went ahead and got myself a drink. So right now I am drinking none other than the Panty Dropper. This is something that, a concoction that I made when I used to throw parties back in the day. We used to serve them to all the women, but now I just serve them to my wife. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink, and let's go ahead and jump into this Megadeth. Let's go. I think maybe one day I'll give you guys the recipe. Alright, okay. So like I always say, I love how they switch it up. They can make some funky ass riffs.
Rendered useless to mankind, destroy the logic volume in the confines of the mind, and mass and purposeless, marching in a perfect line, neo-neuro torture, mental meltdown, a heinous crime. Mastermind. I tell you what to think. Mastermind. I tell you what you need. Mastermind.
Definitely a track I can hear at like a strip club.
When you make the corner towards the light same way, design fake life, welcome the inhuman race, encrypted horror codes, psyche override, processing brain, time of delete for not living right. I tell you what to think. I tell you what you need. I tell you what to feel. I tell you what's real.
I'm feeling this track. Damn. So I didn't know they was getting down like that. Megadeth was getting funky on this track. Shit. Oh man, I love that. Now this was a little different because a lot of you have told me that Cryptic Writings was one of their weaker albums. I noticed, you know, the sound, it doesn't sound like some of their previous work. It does sound a little bit more commercial, but god damn, that was a jam right there. That was funky. There was no way you could listen to this and not bob your head. This was a really dope track. I really enjoyed this. Now this track just had a really good feel, really good groove to it, and so this is definitely one of those tracks where you won't really pay too much attention to the lyrics, except for when he says Mastermind. So I didn't exactly catch everything that he was talking about, but knowing Dave, I can assume he's talking about the end of the world or some kind of destruction. But let's go ahead and jump to the next song. This is Countdown to Extinction, and I believe this is off of the album titled by the same name. So let's go ahead and go. I believe Cryptic Writing still had the lineup with Nick Menza, Marty Friedman. I'm not sure if Countdown to Extinction. Yeah, it did. You still had that same lineup.
Caged in fright, shot in cold blood.
Because I remember 20 Bullets.
Stage set now paid.
This is the album where Dave sings.
Ego boost.
Sings like
Don't think twice. Technology, the battle's unfair. You pull the hammer without a care. Squeeze the trigger that makes you mad. Pseudo safari, the hunt is canned. The hunt is canned. All are gone, all but one. No contest, nowhere to run. No more left, only one. This is it. This is the countdown to extinction. Tell the truth, you wouldn't dare. The skin trophy, oh so rare. Silence speaks louder than words. Ignore the guilt and take your turn. Liars and the Grammys last man.
Oh.
You were never even there. Killed a few feet from the cages, point blank. You're so courageous. So courageous. All are gone, all but one. No contest, nowhere to run. No more left, only one. This is it. This is the countdown to extinction.
And I love how Megadeth just digs into these songs.
1 hour from now, another species of life form will disappear off the face of the planet forever, and the rate is accelerating.
Now, like I said, in the Countdown to Extinction album, this is probably one of the albums where Dave is really using his singing voice, because from the tracks that I have heard, like he really stresses his words. And like I said in my previous reactions, for the people who say that Dave can't sing, they need to listen to this album, because he delves into these songs and he rips them apart with his vocals. And speaking of delving into these songs, I really love how when Megadeth, when they're really getting into a song, like they really jump down deep into a song. Now with this track right here, I really love just the overall flow of this song. It's not too heavy, it's not too intense or aggressive, but it just has a really good flow to it. So let's go ahead and jump into our last song, which is Tears and a Vial. This is off of the System Has Failed album. Now I have heard a couple of tracks on this album, mainly my favorite being Blackmail the Universe. I think you guys can catch the reaction I did for that somewhere on the channel, but I really love that song. So I'm curious about this one. Let's see what it's got going on. Let's go.
This may seem all too confusing, how I could walk away from something so rare. But you see, it all got too demanding, yeah. And I just didn't care, I just didn't care if I cared, if I cared. Lately, I've been left wanting, but not one new attraction that once was no longer there. Ooh, and it sucks to be taken for granted when the veil is drawn and there's only air. I had to walk away, give up something I love for what I loved even more, and save my tears for you.
Sounds like a love song.
Has lost its meaning, I haven't let it go. To find myself, and start something new, brand new. Forced too deep in the mirror, face who I really am. Now it's just me, 'cause I can't afford you. I had to walk away, give up something I love for what I love even more, and save my tears for you. I gave up something I love for what I loved even more, and I save my tears for you in a vial, and I walked away.
Best fucking solos. Love those vocals in the back. like I said, that definitely sounds like a love song. It sounded like a bittersweet ending. It sounded and felt like he was walking away from something that he loved, and he was just trying to let it go and just move on with his life. And that's one thing that I really enjoyed about this Megadeth journey so far, because it's like with each album, you're always getting something different, you know, and sometimes you're not too sure what to expect, but they always deliver on good quality tracks. Because even with this song, even though it wasn't as hard or as intense or gritty as some of their older stuff, it was still a very good track. I guess going forward from Rest in Peace, you can hear that their sound is becoming a little bit more refined, including Dave's voice. He starts singing a lot more. You can hear him ad-libbing his words, and they don't really come to full circle, I feel, until they get back to, they go to Dystopia. And like I said in my first reaction listening to Dystopia, it sounds like a collection of everything that they've done since the beginning, since their first album, Killing Is My Business. So for me, it's been very cool hearing all the sides of this band. Now, I believe one of the albums I have not listened to yet is Euthanasia. So I believe that probably will be my next reaction. I think I might do a full album reaction to that. But anyway, guys, thank you so very much for hanging out with me. If you have any Megadeth requests, definitely leave them down below in the comments. And also, let me know what you thought about these songs. Did you like them? Did you hate them? Once again, shout out to our patron Trey for sponsoring this video. Guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.